Welcome back to the channel. Today's talk will be about the future. We have 2 months left this year and we'll be into 2024. A year which promises to be one that will bring astounding changes to our way of living. These changes might be good or bad and are dependent on one crucial hinge point, the 2024 US elections. I mention this because the current administration is deep state controlled, hell-bent on destabilizing the entire world by afflicting major and important countries with migrations of illegal migrants. Not only is this happening right now, according to the Christian Aid Mission, 14 million Syrians have been displaced from their homes, with over 5 million of them living as registered refugees in neighboring countries. In Afghanistan, even before the Taliban took the country back, 2.2 million Afghan refugees had already landed in neighboring countries. 3 million of these refugees are registered in foreign countries. There are 11 million undocumented immigrants, and the volume threatens to grow much larger when committees charged with the documentation free up their current workloads. The only major player in the world that's standing against taking migrants is Poland. As a leader of the free world, actually the world is no longer free, nevertheless, the US is in danger of becoming destabilized, a situation that will foist an unprecedented amount of crime onto the average American family. With this in mind, the 2024 election outcome will be crucial as to how long it will take for the world situation to improve. There's no doubt that improvement is on the way. Nothing can stop the coming golden age for humankind, a time of global peace, prosperity and harmony. If the election is somehow lost by a more conservative administration, then we can expect the current destabilization program to continue, a tragedy that will make restitution harder and endure over a longer period of time. What we have at the current time is the weaponization of minority groups that are spewing out their extreme alternative lifestyle agendas. We also see in the North American governments a move towards totalitarianism, pushing through illegal bills that are aimed at stifling free speech, a censoring of social media and press by the big guys like Meta, Google, TikTok and YouTube. Not all censorship is bad, but the problem is that some of the terms have been hijacked, like hate speech, terrorism, racism, and nouns like man, woman, boy and girl, all of which carry a definite clear-cut meaning. There is a purpose behind the deliberate destabilization program. It's meant to make the average person overreact, which would be an invitation for the authorities to arrest and assassinate a person's character, strip them of the few rights they still have left, and then destroy them. Another part of the purpose is to bring fear of retaliation and effectively muzzle any dissidents, people opposed to the governments. Well, then the average citizen sees that there is no way of escape. They will capitulate to everything offered under the guise that these offers will make their life much easier, but instead will enslave and regulate every private life on the planet. So what is coming down the pipeline in 2024 and will endure into 2025 and maybe longer, depending on the election outcome? Let's have a look. More and more medium-sized banks will begin to fail, leaving the central banks to bring in measures like CBDCs, time-sensitive money, universal basic incomes, restricted movement, plus restricted buying and selling measures. Yes, believe it or not, you'll be so sick and tired and perhaps fearful that you'll happily give away all your rights and freedoms because it may seem the only way to bring some peace and order back to your life. This is going to happen fairly quickly as the Great Reset gathers momentum. Inflation will erode any money you have in a bank account, and many people are looking to hedge with precious metals, but even these may not be safe. You will know that the breakdown in our financial system is coming when accounts get frozen and food starts to disappear from supermarket shelves. Also at this current nexus, we are seeing war proliferating toward a potential nuclear conflict as the US begins to square off against Russia and China. The current Israeli-Hamas conflict is creating huge uncertainty as to what the ethical action to embark on should be, and is the $64 million question both sides should be asking of themselves. I'm reminded of the biblical prophecy in the book of Matthew, when Jesus' disciples asked him what the signs of the end of the age will be. I'll paraphrase. Do not allow anyone to deceive you, for many will come in my name. And you will hear of wars and rumors of wars, but the end is not yet. For nation will rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there will be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in many different places. Well, if this is not an exact picture of what's happening right now, then I don't know what else to say. This is the time of the end, but not the end of the world, the end of an age. The ancient Vedic scriptures cite 4 world ages, and it's my belief that we are in transition to the final age, the golden age. But as it is with transitions, there are birth pangs, and we are seeing those happening right now. According to the ancient Vedic, the Kali Yuga, or Iron Age, is the darkest period in human history, the world age that ended in 2012 CE and precipitated the transition stage toward the soon-coming golden age. We don't know how long this transition will take. Things might get worse than they are now, but you can be assured that it will end. And then the golden age will commence in all its glory. We are soon going to see a download of technology, the likes of what we haven't even dreamed of. All sorts of healing technologies will soon become commonplace, like medibeds and crystal technology. These will come despite deep state attempts to stop it. The pharmaceutical industry will suffer a knockout blow, and medical doctors will be looking for other jobs. Energy will also be totally free, and the old system, with its manipulated system of costs, will be history. Well, that's all we have time for today, so seek to prepare yourselves for all that has been articulated here today. And begin to think of ways to survive the onslaught of what the deep state has planned for humanity. But before you go, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.